In order for a speech to be entertaining, most of the time it must have vibrant language. For example, alteration, antithesis, cliches, colloquialisms, generic, hedges, and heterosexist language, hyperbole, jargon, and man-linked terms are all examples of what not to be used. Don't get me wrong, what not to be used in the speech, because they compare between genders, ages, and in incorrect form. They stereotype a lot. These type of languages compare things not at the same level. They compare them at a different level. They compare them as of a woman or as of a man, and they stereotype between, like, for example, a police officer and a teacher. A teacher is something stereotyped by a woman, and a police officer by a man. And these are all non-correct forms of speaking. I have been seeing speeches from presidential candidates and from presidents and from all sorts of people, and I assume if they use any of these unethical speaking languages, which are colloquialism, generic, hedges, heterosexist language, hyperbole, man-linked terms, which are all examples of non-vibrant forms of speaking. All these forms of speaking would be criticized coming from presidential candidates or presidents which have a high level of education when it comes to speaking. So, in order to use vibrant language, you have to use metaphors. And a metaphor is an example of having fun. For example, in order for a metaphor, you need to add a little dash of fun, like a splash of personality. Start off with giving yourself permission to have fun and allow your mind to wander freely. Let it just think freely and create a sense of play and look for connections between two completely different topics. To make a metaphor work, compare things at the same level. As said before, when you use all those non-vibrant languages, they do not compare things at the same level. And in order for it to be vibrant, you need to use metaphors so that you could compare them at the same level. A process to a process, or a thing to a thing. Compare them as one process to another, or one thing to another. This will make a speech vibrant. For example, using metaphors in a vibrant form is flowing from one sentence to the other, back and forth, comparing one sentence to another in a correct form of language. Thank you.